Welcome to the Akashic Library.
Have you ever felt, well, stuck? Like you know exactly what you want, but something somehow is holding you back? Today we're going to dive into a really powerful idea that suggests your entire life experience, everything boils down to a single choice you make again and again. It's the choice between fear and trust, and honestly, getting this can change everything.
So, let's start with this quote. It's simple, but it really makes you think, doesn't it? If you knew it, you would already have it. Think about that for a second. If you truly knew how to get the life you wanted, the money, the relationships, the health, you'd already have it. The fact that you don't means it exists outside of what you currently know.
Okay, so if everything we want is outside of what we already know, then that means our lives are basically split into two different worlds. There's the world we know and the world we don't.
On one side, you've got the known. This is your life right now. It's your current job, your current bank account, your relationships as they are today. It's familiar, it's predictable, and even if you don't love it, it feels kind of comfortable. But on the other side, that's the unknown. And this is where the magic is. This is where everything you say you want actually lives. The career, the love, the well-being you dream about.
It seems so simple, doesn't it? Just move from one side to the other. But if it were that easy, well, everyone would be living their dream life. So, what's the barrier? What's the one thing that keeps most of us from making that leap?
And here it is. The single biggest obstacle is just plain old fear. It's the fear of leaving what's familiar, what's predictable, the known, for the complete uncertainty of the unknown. Even if the known is painful, at least it's a pain we're used to. The unknown is, well, who knows?
So what does it really mean to make the jump? It's not about being reckless or doing something crazy. It's actually much simpler. It's about consciously choosing to think, feel, and act in a new way. It's all about making one new decision that breaks your old pattern. And this brings us to the most crucial point of this whole thing. Every single one of those new decisions, in fact, every decision you will ever make, comes from a fundamental crossroads.
That's right. According to the source material, every choice you make, from what you eat for breakfast to whether or not you ask for that promotion, it all boils down to one of just two basic motivations.
And here they are: fear or trust. Every action you take is sponsored by one of these two thoughts, and the one you choose is what literally determines the kind of experience life is going to give you back.
So let's look at the first path, the one most of us take without even thinking about it. Let's talk about the path of fear.
This slide shows the fear spiral perfectly. Just look at step 1. You make a decision based on fear. Let's say staying in a job you hate because you're scared of not finding another one. This leads directly to step 2. Life gives you an experience of scarcity and frustration that proves your fear was right, which brings you to step 3. Your original fear gets reinforced, and now you're locked in the cycle, totally stuck.
You see, when fear is the thought running the show, life delivers experiences that match it. You get more scarcity because you're acting from a place of not enough. You get more heartbreak because you're trying to protect yourself instead of opening up. It just leads to more loneliness and more dependence on the very things that are keeping you trapped.
And here's the absolute key. Fear doesn't act like a shield that keeps you safe. It's a cage. It locks you into this cycle, making sure you keep getting more of exactly what you say you don't want.
But what's the alternative? Come on, let's talk about the other path, the one that leads into the unknown, the path of trust.
The trust path works just like the fear spiral, but in a really powerful, positive direction. In step 1, you make a decision that's based on trust in the unknown. Then, because life is a mirror, it reflects that back to you in step 2 with experiences of abundance and real safety. And this leads to step 3. Your original trust gets reinforced, creating this amazing upward cycle of growth and momentum.
So when you start to operate from a place of trust, life gives you more reasons to feel that trust. You get more genuine safety, not just the illusion of it. You get more abundance, more opportunities, and this deep sense of security that has nothing to do with your circumstances. This is where everything you want is.
Okay, now for the catch, and it's a big one. You don't get the evidence first. You have to decide from trust before life gives you a reason to. That's why they call it a jump. It's an act of faith in the unknown. And yeah, it is scary, but it's the only way forward.
So this all boils down to one thing, really. The very next choice you have to make.
Remember this core principle. Life is not happening to you, it's responding to you. The internal state you choose, that sponsoring thought of either fear or trust, that is going to become your external reality.
Your world is just a reflection of your choice. So the next time you face a crossroads, no matter how big or small, just pause and ask yourself this one simple question. Is this decision coming from a place of fear, just trying to stay safe in the known? Or is it coming from a place of trust, stepping into the unknown where everything I want is waiting? The choice is yours.
What we fear and what we desire are often two sides of the same transformative coin. Next, heal your relationship with abundance in Fix Your Money Relationship.